My name is Katherine Castro and I am a VP of Mortgage Lending with Guaranteed Rate or Rate as we go by now.
All right. First question: what is the mission statement for Aria Boston or Aria National?
Is it okay if I look at my notes?
Of course, you can. Go for it.
ARIA is dedicated to promoting sustainable homeownership opportunities in Asian American communities by creating a powerful national voice for housing and real estate professionals that serve this dynamic market and changing lives through real estate.
All right. Um, next, I have current and future events. Do you have? I mean, tell us about what you've done currently, and I know we have future Aria National coming up in October. Will you be able to attend? Tell us a little bit.
I am attending the Area National Conference in October. I attended last year in Chicago and it was, it's so interesting because I said this to many people that I met there and to some of the people I attended with. As an immigrant myself, I saw my story being told on stage, and I found that to be very powerful. I think a lot of times people focus on the differences between each other versus focusing on the things that bring us together. And what I realize is that there are differences, but I think that there are more things that we have in common. And for me personally, it's a really big deal to be able to create more home ownership and generational wealth in the future for those people who are like myself, not necessarily that they're just an immigrant, but just people who don't have at times access simply because they're turned over or looked over as a community by those in the majority. And I really would like to make an impact with that. I feel like this is something that will allow me to continue to make change in the space.
Awesome. Yeah, it's really once you go to those conventions, it's you hear people's stories. It's really endearing. It's
Absolutely, it
yeah,
is.
it changes your life a little bit. So
It does. It
yeah,
was it was very emotional,
yeah,
which I didn't
yeah,
expect.
yeah.
But it was very emotional and it was really special. I didn't expect it to be that. I've been to mortgage conventions in the past and honestly I couldn't wait for the moment to leave. Where this was a convention where I couldn't wait for the opportunity to go back again and again, just continue to learn more of ARIA and what you are doing nationally through change, right? Just to be a part of it. I feel like the more that I learn about what we're doing and what we can do and what we accomplish, the better a board member I could be and the more possibilities for me to bring new members on because I'll have more knowledge.
Awesome. Tell us about how you can help build Aria the Aria Boston chapter.
I really would like to focus on membership. I feel like from when I originally started a year ago as a member, I started to bring some guests to attend. Again, for me, I feel like membership is a huge deal, right? The more people we have, the more change we can create. I love the events that we have as a group, but I think that and I think I heard this at another meeting that I was in with your group, if we can continue to do and create more awareness in the community, there's an opportunity there for all of us to, again, just create more home ownership locally here in Boston and throughout the state of Massachusetts and in other places in the country, just throughout the ARIA network. I mean, when I went to the convention last year, I happened to have met some of the international teammates. And through that connection that I made there, I met someone in Cambodia. By chance, I spoke to a client of mine and was telling her about this event I had attended and how special it was. And she said, what's funny? I have a property in Cambodia that I was looking to sell and hadn't had an opportunity to meet with someone that I can trust for a referral there and was able to make that connection, which in my mind, I would have never thought that that was something that would happen so closely after that event or even in general, but it did, again, because the footprint of ARIA is so big and it can impact so many people. I think it's something special that if I'm allowed to learn more, I feel through my membership I'm learning more and will continue to do so. I can spread the word and hopefully get more people engaged in joining the membership with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much. My last question: fundraising. Have you done fundraising in the past, and can you help with fundraising here with our local chapter?
I've done some extensive fundraising for other boards that I've been a part of. I'm a board member for the YWCA of Northeastern Mass. And in the past, I've been able to raise more than $20,000, of course, with the group that I've been a part of. Alone on my own, I raised for them $10,000 a little bit over a year ago. So I think that if, again, because I've been on that board for such a long time, the longevity for me is a really big deal because you don't only start to understand the mission, you start to live it. You get to know more details about the organization, and then it just becomes like second nature for you, not necessarily to sell what we have to offer, but just again to have that conviction behind what you're telling people. It allows you to grow in the fundraising space when you do that. So yes, I feel like I could also bring that to the table once I have embedded myself more in our day to day as a board member.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. The next series of questions. It's is it Henry or is it Israel? I think it's Henry, right?
Yep, I'm jumping in.
All
Hey,
right.
Jesse. All
Hey
right. Well, thank
Henry.
you for joining us again for the interviews. We'll try to go through this quickly so we could stay on time.
Mhm.
Um, how long have you been with Aria?
I've been a member with ARIA 1 year. It
Okay.
will be 2 years. I think it's like spring of 2025. It should be 2 years.
Wow, feels a lot longer.
It feels a lot
Yeah, I feel
longer
like it's been here for a while.
because, first of all, Jackie Medeiros had been trying to get me to join as a member for a very long time, for more than 6 years. And then, probably about 2 years ago, I attended the gala and I just loved how welcoming everyone was. And even though I didn't sit with Jackie, I didn't feel like Jackie went around and told people, hey, you need to talk to Catherine. She needs to be a member.
Mhm.
Every single person I spoke to talked about how great of an experience they had had and how welcomed they felt in the environment that ARIA has created in Boston.
Oh, that's some great feedback.
So more than 6 years, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
But as a member, the last year and a half, almost 2 years.
Okay, cool. All right,
Mhm.
well, thank you. Right. And you mentioned that you were part of another nonprofit YWCA.
Yeah.
What other nonprofit organizations have you been part of?
I've been, so I'm currently a board member of the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn, of Greater Lynn. That is a new board that I'm a member of. Someone in their group reached out to me because of the outreach work that I've done in the past with youth. So that's a board that I'm currently on, just serving as a board member. I am on their marketing committee as well, just kind of helping them expand some of the things they're looking to do in the future. I'm a past president of the YWCA, past vice president of the YWCA. I'm also on the executive committee for the YWCA. That means that I oversee the CEO, make sure that she's doing everything that she's supposed to do. And I have been a past president of the Haverhill Kiwanis Club. I ran many a golf tournaments for them and other fundraising events and other community events like a bike and helmet event along with the Emmaus Club in that area as well.
Okay.
So I was a member of Girls Inc., also participated there doing financial literacy classes for them many years ago. So I've been doing this for a long time. It's a passion for me
Yeah,
to
that's
be involved.
incredible resume.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff in there.
If I had less children, I'd probably do more, but I had to kind of cut it down a little bit as I added kids to my life. But yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. It's definitely a passion. My parents did a lot of community work,
Mhm.
and it's something I grew up doing, and I really love to do the work. I think it's important to give back.
All right, cool. Thank you. Wow. And so next question, I got two more questions for you.
Mhm.
The next one is, what do you want to get out of Aria? Like, what could Aria help?
For me, it's a sense of community. I think so I've been a lender, I've been in finance for 20 years, a little bit over that. And I was in college when I started. And what I couldn't or found myself looking for was really a community of people that were like-minded, that wanted to take care of others. I think that if you take care of people, they take care of you in return. And I feel like in real estate, it's hard to find people that have a commitment to you without anything attached to it. And I have tried other groups that are in real estate and haven't necessarily felt that warmth that I was looking for. And I can tell you, since I've joined this group, I feel that sense of community. Whether it's someone reaches out to me to say, hey, we're going for a hike, do you want to come? Or hey, we're going to be at this convention. Even if it's unplanned, I've been at events where they're unplanned and I see ARIA members and they say, hey, come sit with us, or let's go eat something after this. And again, that goes beyond business. It's more important because we all need our cups filled. And I think that for me, my cup is filled through relationships that are authentic. And I've been able to build that through this group.
All right. Well, that's a great response. Thank you so much, Catherine. That's
No problem.
fantastic.
You guys are the ones doing it, so it's not easy to come
I don't know if this
across.
is come
Good for
naturally
you.
for you, but like you're kicking butt over here.
Thank you.
So the last question I have is, what do you think is your strongest skill or trait?
Oh, I think, wow, that's a good one. I don't think that there's anything in particular. For me, I would say people, I don't know why, but people tell me things that are very private. I think that I create a sense of safety for some people. They may open up about, future career changes that they're thinking about making. They feel like I'm a trustworthy person. They have those conversations with me, or, they tell me about different things that they want to do to feel more involved. And that gives me an opportunity to present, hey, I'm on this board, or I'm doing this. Is this something that would interest you? I think that's important to have, like, insight, I guess. I don't know how to describe that, but it is something that I come across somewhat often in my conversations with people that I know. I don't know how to describe that.
You did very well. You
Thanks.
kind of elaborated on kind of like, yeah, people feel safe and just like communicate. So you're a connector.
I think that's good. I think that's a skill.
Yeah. All right, Catherine, well, thank you so much for your time and just jumping on the interview.
No
By the
problem.
way, as Conan was saying, everything is being recorded, so we're gonna
Okay.
release all that soon. So you'll hear from us very soon.
Sounds good. Thank you,
All right.
guys.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Catherine.
Does Israel have any questions, or am I all set?
You're good to
I'm
go.
all set.
You're good.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.